Child sexual abuse cases is a prevailing problem in the Virgin Islands, and the situation has prompted the Social Development Department to change its strategy in its efforts to break the silence and end child sexual abuse in the territory. During an appearance on JTV's Spotlight program aired on Tuesday, April 23rd, Director of the Social Development Department, Annie Malone-Fret, said that the department will be seeking to widen its reach to address the problem.
While we're looking at awareness, and we are also cognizant of the fact that once you bring awareness, there's going to be a huge level of expectation. It isn't just enough to say don't do. I think what we've been seeing over the years is that we seem to be having more convictions in the legal system when it comes to issues of court. We've continued and we continue with our parenting class, enrichment classes. We have added an additional facet, basically whereby we're now saying we're not going into people's homes and we're necessarily working with them one-on-one. Because a lot of times the people that we want to reach are not necessarily the people that we're reaching, because we're saying come to us. We're trying to change our strategy and we're saying no, well, we will come to you.
Statistics on child abuse reports and the BVI obtained from the Social Development Department indicates that between January to December 2010, there were 63 reported cases of child abuse which took the form of neglect, sexual, physical, emotional, and verbal abuse. In 2011, the figures for January to December showed 33 reported cases, a reduction by 30 cases. From January to December 2012, there was a further reduction with 21 reported cases of child abuse. However, officials have indicated that the number of reported cases does not represent a true picture, as there are a number of unreported cases, and in many instances, cases are often reported to the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force instead of to the Social Development Department. Already figures for January to March 2013 showed 10 reported cases of child abuse, and these incidents continue to affect boys and girls. Annie Malone-Fret stressed that the effort to address child sexual abuse in the territory requires the involvement of all institutions and stakeholders in the society.
It is not a social development problem. It is not a church problem. It is not a political problem. It is everybody's problem. We all have to understand that at the end of the day, Cromwell, child sexual abuse might not hit me, it might not hit you. But I guarantee you that every one of those children, they're going to go to school, they're going to interact with your child who's innocent, they're going to be highly sexualized, and they're going to perpetuate that in the classroom or wherever they go. It's going to hit all of us, right? At the end of the day, these sexualized children are going to be sexualized adults. And when they become adults and they can't function because of all the violence that has been perpetuated on them as children, our economy is going to suffer because we have unhealthy emotional adults residing in this society.
UN agencies and other major child protection agencies have categorized child sexual abuse as a form of gender-based violence involving contacts or interactions between a child or an older or more knowledgeable child or adult. And these interactions are carried out against the child using force, trickery, bribes, treats, or pressure. Persons can contact the Social Development Department to make a report or to get more information on child abuse.